So, hi, do you want to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're doing with the film?
Okay, my name's Nelo, I'm 20 years old and I'm from London, and I play Katie in the film.
Oh, fantastic. So what's Katie's role in the film?
So Katie is like a trainee social worker, she's a student at uni, and so I guess she's getting some work experience at this care home. She seems very youthful, playful, very optimistic about life, likes to have a laugh, likes to, do things her own way, but she still wants things to be done right. So I feel like she prefers to do things the right way, even though it may be not nice to certain people, like Vanessa. So yeah.
Oh, Vanessa, so she's your nemesis in the film, I reckon.
Yeah, I feel like Katie doesn't like when people disagree with her. So not that she doesn't like Vanessa, but she doesn't understand why Vanessa won't just submit to what Katie wants. So I feel like that's where the tension between them two comes from.
Fantastic. So how are you finding the film? And so you've only really met everyone in the last week almost, haven't you?
Yeah. I met everyone basically 2 days ago, and then I met the rest of everybody today. And they all seem cool. I'm still not that I'm young, I'm 20, so they're 18, so we're kind of similar age groups. So yeah, we get along, we have a lot of things in common.
Fantastic. So, so what have you found fun so far with the shooting today?
Probably in between takes, and we're all just talking to each other and getting to know each other more and laughing and just making jokes and stuff. We all have quite similar banter, so yeah, in between takes is quite cool. And obviously shooting as well. That's what I'm here to do.
The important bit of the film.
Yeah.
Anything got a bit wrong, or anything you finding a bit tricky with the character?
Probably just taking risks with the character and doing things out of my comfort zone. Because it's screened, you're usually told to keep it quite minimal because of something if you do something big or look even bigger on a big screen. But then sometimes I take it a bit too literally and I just keep it very plain. But taking risks and kind of giving it a 10 for my character to show her emotion, I'm trying to work on that.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, she's a strong kind of young woman, isn't she, Katie? And that's
Yeah.
So you're capturing that well. Brilliant. Well, thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to tell us or say?
Yeah, I feel if you're watching this and you're someone who's able-bodied and has that privilege, I feel this film will kind of encourage you to probably think more about what people who have disabilities go through and how the world basically caters to people who aren't disabled, who don't have a disability. So maybe I don't know, if you just put that into consideration as you go about your day-to-day life and consider others who aren't able-bodied, because the world isn't catering to them. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Nelo, thanks ever so much, and good luck with the rest of the filming.
Thank you.